Hi, I'm Rob the Accountant. I like to help people build companies while finding solutions to whatever problems may come your way. Talk to me live on Twitch whenever I'm online, who knows these days when that is, or watch the rerun here on YouTube. Questions, ideas, whatever, let's talk. How's everyone doing today? So, I want to be helpful for people. First, we're gonna build a website quickly, and what I mean by we're gonna build a website is one of my companies. We want to launch a new product, and we don't want to commingle it or tangle it with our fritter line. I own a company, Easy Fritters. It operates a wholesale bakery, and we're trying to bring a new ice product, so to speak, for the summer months. And so what I want to do is I don't want to, first of all, have to commingle the fritter side with the ice side. Two, what I'd like to do is show everybody that, whether it's, I don't want to name platforms because then they're going to come in and get mad at me. But every single platform out there, right? Whether you're selling pottery, whether you're selling gloves, boots, paintings, subscriptions, other than Patreon, they're all taking, 35 to 40% of your money, and they're charging you for the same fees. And so I today have through Amazon have approximately 10 websites opened. I got to be honest, 5 of them are actual stores, and we're going to talk about those things as we move forward. But if I've spent more than $20, $22, $23 a month. And why is this important? Because if you're going to take the time to brand your products, right, go out there, go to those markets, show things, then why do you want your store embedded with 30 other million stores? And what I want to really do today is dispel some things, because I know there's some considerations about WordPress and some things that people may think or believe. But here's the thing. WordPress is meant for publications, broadcasts. That's what it was built for. It is used by the New York Times, I believe the Washington Post, because big companies, they don't want to pay a licensing platform to publish their content. So if it's good for them and you're not Walmart, then why shouldn't it be good for all of us? And it's going to save you 35 to 45%, because at the end of the day, I'm going to show you here in New York what we have to do, and then you have to decide what's good for you and how far you want to activate the platform or make it work for you. So here is easyfritters.com, and this is a simple store. We don't really have a lot of products. I'm going to show you the back end of the store, but this is all WordPress through WP Easy Cart. I don't pay for the plugin. I'll explain to that. It's a reason why I don't do that later. Here's the Amy's Pottery and More. And we've got 2 stores. So we've got a clothing store, which is really the embroidery division. And then we have the pottery store. And I'll show you when the website is done how we're doing all this. Because when you look at the other platforms that you may be using and, bidding and selling in 35, 40%, you're actually using your data. You're taking the time to take your pictures of your products, position them. So why wouldn't you want to control that content? So let's get started here. So here's Amazon LightSail. I've done some things to protect myself, and I'm going to shut the video off when I need to deal with some things, because one of the best things about this platform is, since all the media and all the content is controlled by me, that content is backed up not only on removable media, but also to the cloud. So if somebody wants to, terminate my website and make it difficult, I can shut it down in 30 seconds and have a new one built right back up. I don't have to wait on anybody else. So here, when you get to Amazon and you create an AWS account, you're going to go to LightSail. And what I've already done here is I have other instances running. So I want to just focus right now on how to create one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go create an instance. Oh, and I think I forgot to open up. So I need to open up this, because you should have a notepad or some document to open up, because you're going to need it to capture your password. So here we go. First things first, instant location. I can change my availability. I'm going to remain in Ohio right now. I'm capped You're allowed to use 5 of Amazon's on account with certification, because we're going to talk about that when this site is going to be where when it shows up on everybody else's mobile devices, and you could be great with internet, you could be the best programmer in the world, but you're not going to be great with managing a platform or the APIs across all platforms. So it's just easier sometimes if you're in business to focus on what's good for you, making you money, managing a back office to put your products out to the world, and then paying 35 to 50%. That's not how you're going to stay in business. So I digress here. So I have Ohio. I'm going to do a Linux platform. I'm going to do WordPress. The WordPress multi-site is for people like me. I don't use WordSite multi-press. My company, Kabbalah Tax and Accounting, offers services for $100. And we'll set up your email, we'll set up everything. And then what we'll do is we'll give full operational control back to you. No operating agreements, no subscription things, no downward. We own it. It's your content, it's your domain. You control it. We show you how to operate it. So for other people, what they do is they have a WordPress multi-site, and then they can build 5 or 9 sites within that, and then they can charge all of the customers 30, 40, 50 bucks a month. We're not going to do that. So we're going to do WordPress. For this site, this is a simple, it's actually Amy's Ice. And so we're going to really, again, it's cheap. It's not really $5 is rated on your meter. So we're going to actually go with the $5 one because I want a little bit more because it's there. So first of all, we're going to identify it. Amy's Ice. All right. And right there, we're going to create the instance. Now, how terrible is that? So what we have to do is I think we have to go over here to Virginia and see if we can go to Virginia and see if we are banned here. And I don't know why. They block you off, right? So I have other ones I said, and you get 5, so I already have 3 up on this one, and then I have other accounts, so there's a way to run as many as you want. So and there it is. Who cares? You can see the IP on Big Bath Towels. I don't give a crap. You want to go hack it, I'll take it down, I'll put it right back up. Amy's Ice, there it is. So it's pending right now, and there's the initial IP, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording because it generally takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the virtual server to be created on the Amazon LightSail. So I'm going to stop the recording, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you so much. All right, holy cow. There was like I hit the record button off. I blinked maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's there. So there we go. We have a live server. And so what do we want to do right off the bat? We want to connect that server. Now, one of the things, excuse me, one of the things I want to do as I'm connecting to my server. All right. So, okay. So it shows, but there goes the 5-minute rule. So we're going to stop recording and we'll come right back. All right, great. Welcome back. So here, before I did this again, I'm just not sure if the time is there yet elapsed, but what we should do is we should go and talk about some of the things. Over here is the Bitnami application. Oh, that's the Bitnami Let's Encrypt. We'll talk about that later, but here is the getting the password. This is a very important part of the process. You just go to the Bitnami. You can actually just smack up this website here at the top of the page. I apologize. And here's the command application. So we're going to jump back over here to the LightSail, and we're going to hope at this moment that we can jump into our server. Let's see if we can connect. And bam, we have connection to the server, okay? So now we're going to go over here, and let's just show you. We're going to keep this moving forward. This is great. Nope, that's the wrong one. Why do I keep jumping over to that page? It's awful. All right, so here's our pseudocast. We're just going to quickly cut and paste it, folks. And we're going to go back over to here to LightSail. And we're going to open up our window, and we're just going to simply cut and paste it. Ready? Wait, no, what happened? No, I did it, but I didn't. See, look at I'm messing with my own brain here. I'm going too fast. Apologize. And there it is. Right here is the password. So we're going to just quickly go hello. We're going to copy it. We're going to open up our Word here and just bam here. No, I am not really going to care because I'm just going to, you want to save it for a minute. But okay, so now we can jump out of there. We have it. So we'll just come back over here. And what we'll do is, why is my window not here? We're going to take this right here as our IP address right there. We're going to copy it and go over here. And we're going to pop it right there and go. And now we are at our actual WordPress blog, okay? So what do we need to do to get in here is we're going to type /user, boom. And, sorry, apologize. Here we go. See, jumping ahead again. We're going to type /login, apologize. And then we're going to type in user. And we're going to make sure we have our password here that we just took, right? We're going to copy that. Hello, copy. And put it in here. And we're going to log in. And there you guys have it. You have a website. But see, we're going to take it a step farther. Because let's just say you don't have a whole bunch of ideas of working with WordPress. So understand that what you have just done is you have launched the WordPress engine on a live Amazon server. So what you're paying for is the Amazon cloud, not necessarily the program. But we want to get some things. So first thing is first, I like to update it, but I really don't like all these plugins. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to get rid of all these plugins, everything. Now, some people might want the Google Analytics. Some people might want all this SEO stuff, but I don't. And I'll explain to you why later because, well, I'll explain to you right now. At the end of the day is I want a clean copy for my store, okay? And I don't need all these extra things running because at the end of the day, I'm out selling my product, trying to push things and push people to the website. So I'll know whether the website's working because people will be ordering from me through the website. So I don't need to log into another Google platform, have Google dropping it, slowing down my website, all these other things operating on the site other than the engine and the plugins that I need. In this case, the plugins that we're going to need is the WP Easy Cart, and I'm going to show you why we're going to use that. So we're going to go delete. Yes, I get rid of the Google Analytics. I'm sorry, people. I'm just not about it. When you create your business page to advertise this website, and mind you, we still have the public IP address, so we're going to deal with that in a minute. But right now, what I want to do is I want to get the engine at a clean install, which just as my brain is a clean install all this garbage off. And I'm going to do it before I update the system. I'm going to delete it. And like Jetpack, I always have to deactivate and then I have to delete it. I think it's part of a paid program with it. And yep, I'm going to get rid of all these. I am going to leave Mail SPT because the email engine on WordPress is horrible. And this is one of the best ones and it's free. Okay, so now that we're there, we're going to go to our dashboard and we're going to hit all these updates. And we're going to update everything. First, we're going to update to 6.2. Let's let that run. There we go. We have 6.2. Now we still have some updates. And I'm going to update all these themes because I want them. The theme I work with the most is 2017 because it's the simplest theme and it works for all my websites. And I'll show you why in a moment. Okay. So here we go back to the dashboard. And then if we want to look at the site, we just go view site and this is what we have. Now I need to get some of the junk out of here. So I'm going to go over here to the appearance. And I'm going to go install plugins. I got that. Where's my I can come over here to the user, and I'm not going to do it right now because then I have to give you guys all my security profile, and I could set a new password right there. And you would want to do that immediately after jumping into the site, but I'm going to leave this without saving. And then I want to get rid of some stuff. First, I want to get rid of all the posts. So I'm going to move them all to the trash. I'm going to go to my pages. And then I'm going to add a new theme. And I always add 2017 because it's the best one to work with for what I do for the stores. And install it. And activate it. And right off to there, we got widgets. And install some additional things that I didn't have there before. Now, I want to get rid of all this stuff. And to me, this is all relative to the publishing aspect of the platform. So let's get rid of all this, and I'll show you why in a minute. And I'm just taking all these presets out, folks. That's all I'm doing. Maybe you want them. You'll have to decide. But I want my site to be forward to the customer to buy stuff. I'm not really interested in engaging with them and having them leave reviews and all that stuff. They can do that on the Google web page. There's no reason to do that here. So now let's go take a look at what we have. Oops. Let's update that. I apologize. Make sure you always save. And let's take a look at our site. And there we go. And so there's we're gonna go through some more stuff, but if you go up here to the customization here, this is where you can get into the base of the program. You go to site identity, you can change the colors. You can make it light and dark. And this is preference to you. Header media, we'll be changing that. I've already changed it for another site, but it's pretty simple. Add image, and that's it. You select it. You can also come down here and randomize it, so that when every time someone clicks on your page, it rolls to the next image and stuff. So, and then the thing that people love, this is the menus, and I'm not going to have any menus because this is going to be a single page site. But if you add menus like for the store, when I install the store plugin and I have the clothing and the pottery, you'll see that I have to create those additional pages for the plugin to see that, and I'll show you that. And then if you come over here to the where's my rolling? You know what it is I won't get the rolling pages until I create some other pages. So for example, what I mean by rolling pages is when I come over to Amy's Pottery and I roll, I get that rolling page. And so if I go over here to the customization on, it's the same template. And I can work through multiple programs at the same time. So if I come over here to the home page settings, I've had a static page, and I can go into my theme options. And when I go in my theme options, all I'm doing is setting the defaults on my page. So I'm gonna go ahead and put our videos, and I'm gonna go back and put Amy's Pottery more, and I'm not gonna save because I don't want to disrupt this right now. I like it the way it is. All right, so coming back over here to the new website right here, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go back to the dashboard, and we're gonna get a widget. And let me go back to my dashboard here. I always lose where. Right there, widgets. So one of the first things I want is really my business hours. Oh, it's not it. It's a plugin. All right, and I want to install this. And then I'm going to activate it. And then I'm going to get one more WP Easy Cart. That's it. I'm going to install it. And I'm going to activate it. I'm just going to change my dashboard. Okay. So we're back here. And now we don't have anything because we have not activated the store. But before I do that, I have to do some other things back in LightSail. So this is what is the IP address right now for the public IP address. So I need to copy it, and I need to come over to my DNS management for me as GoDaddy, and I need to right now change the @ See where it's parked? So I'm going to edit it. I'm going to change the value to my IP right there. And that's going to update now so that when you type in Amy's Ice, you jump over to the new store right here. Okay. Now we have to do one more thing because realistically wise, we want to make the server secure. And so now that I've updated everything and I'm back where I want to be, I have my just one for the my plugins here for my settings for my business hours. I'm just going to come over here and say add location, and I'm going to go office or store. I'm going to say add, and then I'm going to add it to hours, and I think this one is 4, and I'm just going to do that real quick, and I'm going to and you're gonna do all this anyways, like on those paid programs. So you're gonna come in and they're gonna just set up the same thing, and you're gonna type in the same information. And I need to create a page now, so I need to add a new page. And quickly publish it, and I'm just going to go back over to my dashboard. I can see the site now. Oh no, I don't have my menus, so I'm going to go back over here to customize real quick, hit my menus up, create a new menu, Amy's Ice real quick, top menu. You can do social media links. I don't have any. I'll let you guys figure that one out on your own. And then we need to add items, and so what we're going to do is we're gonna actually take out the home. I don't want the home. I want Amy's Ice. I want the store. And I want the cart. And I want the account. And I'm gonna go publish. And there you have it, folks. Look at, see? This is how easy it is. 35% you're giving up. 35 to 45 to 55%. Okay? And we're not done. So let's keep going here for a minute. So I want to come back over here with those hours, and I want to hit one of these widgets right here. Remember how I took out all those categories and the publication search? Well, now I want to put one back in. So I want to put footer 1 in. I think it's footer 2. And I'm going to go browse all, and we come down to indicator for starters, and then we'll just go and then we'll go one more time to the business indicator, and we'll go over here. Okay, and then we'll go update. Now let's see what that shows us. We come over there and look at, bam, look at that, folks. Sorry, we're closed. Let's go over to the store. You got nothing right now. Now, remember how I told you we had to deal with the static IP? We do. So we're going to go over to networking right here, and I'm going to create a static IP, and it's going to ask me what instance, and I'm going to go that one. Identify. I think you need to identify a little bit different, so I'm going to go Amy's. I'm going to do it that way. And I'm going to have to shut off the video now, folks, because I showed you how to put it over here. And so right now we're done. That's it. I'm going to turn off the video, and then we're going to go work on EasyCart. We're going to activate it. But right now I can't have the whole world see my static, or I have to rebuild it because somebody's going to hack it, and I don't want to rebuild it. So I'll see you guys in one moment after I create the static IP, and I'm going to create it, and it's going to be on that instance, and then I'm just going to copy the static IP back into my domain record wherever I'm being hosted, and everything else will take care of it from there. I don't like the 600. I want a half an hour. Okay, so I'll be right back. 1 second. All right, guys. I got my static IP up, right? So now what I want to do is I want to go back over here to some of the encryption, because what will happen right now is if you just leave it without the static IP, or you leave it with the public IP and you point your domain to those numbers, Google is going to say your site is kind of fraudulent, and it's going to advise people on Android devices not to visit that site. So what we need to do is we need to get a security certificate. So in this regards, it didn't always used to be this way. Back, it was much harder to load a security certificate. And I'm going to tell you, I operated the stores for many years without a security certificate. People would just jump through. They wouldn't mind. I'm going to show you why in a minute. And in this regard, what we need to do is we need to log back in to the dashboard, and we need to run this little command. And so why I had to jump over to GoDaddy and point the static IP to the domain name is because I want to now map that domain name, not the IP address. I want to map the domain name, Amy's Ice, so that when you search it and you go to it on your phone, Google doesn't kick you off of that, right? And you'll be able to see that very shortly, because when I've recorded this video and by the time I publish it, there's going to be some lead time there. So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to connect. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to come over here, and we're going to copy this little code, and we're going to come right back over into our engine here, and we're going to go paste, and we're going to go boom. All right. And I want to make sure, I don't know if it's, come on, record. It's not picking up the engine. Okay, 1 second. Let me stop recording for a minute. Okay, so now you see that, right? So I didn't think I recorded the first Bitnami package, but here what I did is I copied it into there, right? I copied it into the engine, and it asked me, would you like to download and load it? One of the other things that I didn't say is when you attach the static IP, you're gonna lose access to the last IP address, so you'll be kicked out of the site that you're working in. So just make sure that when you get the static IP, until you map it, which you should be mapping it immediately, so that you can just type in the address, whatever your web domain name is, you can log back in that same way. So here, would you like to install? And I'm going to say yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and say yep, and it's gonna do its thing. You never really know when it does it, so I'm going to run it again now, and we'll see. There it goes. You see that? See how it runs? Let's make sure. All right, great. And it goes, now you have to type in your domains. And so in this case, and then we do a comma, and then www.amysice.com. And that's it, because you only have 2 versions of your domain. That's all you can have. Now, enable HTTP to HTTPS. Yes, because you want secure website. Enable non-www to www. I don't really do that. It seems pointless for me to have somebody be redirected to a www site. So, no, I don't do that. Enable www to non-www. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. If you type in the www, I want it to just jump and hit the site directly. So I don't mind that at all. And that is, do you agree to these changes? Yes. And then I have an email address. Well, which one? I don't know what I created on this one now. So what do I want to do here? Anyways, I can just change it later. I can just reset it. It doesn't matter. And then you subscriber agreement, yes. And then that's it. And then I'm going to show you. I'll probably actually have to redo this anyways, because I want you guys to see it, but honestly, this is all the source code, so somebody could just jump in there, and I mean, they still need my passwords, and that's it. It's done. That's it, folks. All right? So I'm going to get out of that window. Give me a second here. Let's close it out. All right, great. We're going to get out of LightSail now. Okay. And what's going to happen here, I'm going to show you. Let's make sure I have my window open. I want to make sure you can see this. So now you see this? My IP address here. I want to make sure you guys can see it. So you see my mouse up here, the IP address. Now watch. When I go refresh, I'm going to get kicked off. And it's just going to probably hang for quite a minute, because that IP is down. So I'm going to bypass that and just type it in, amysice.com. And there we have it. You see that, folks? You see that? We come right back here. Now watch. We come up here, /login. Now I didn't ever change the password. Remember, I always left it still here, so I'm open to some theft here. But we'll try to lock it down. You know, there's always gonna be a jerk somewhere, and we're gonna just put it in there. And look at that, folks. Look at that. You just saved yourself 35% of your sales for the rest of your life. Think about that. 35% of your sales for the rest of your life. Okay, now let's go activate the store. So we want to go to a WP EasyCart, and we're going to just go down here to settings. And here we go. Ready? Get started. All right. These are all very, you guys decide what you want to do with this stuff, but I'm going to leave it as is, right? Save and continue. I'm going to set this up later because it's not necessary right now. And there it is. There's your store. Now, we come over here to your initial settings, folks, and you got your products. And this is a really good program. Now, the reality here is about the credit card services, right? So if you want to be Amazon, I'm going to be honest with you, there's no need. When you go to, for example, let's go Pittsburgh Ceramics. All right. And we go here. This is a WordPress site. Let's make sure you can see it. Okay. Come on. This is a WordPress site. Okay. So you can literally go right. And I'm just showing you that other people. So you don't have to just look at my stuff, because I want you to see that there are big companies using this. So let's just order some clay, because, obviously I told you we're going to work with Amy's Pottery more. And let's just throw something, quick shop something in there. And let's add to cart. And you go through all this. And all this is in the same setup as the WP Easy Cart I just set. Let's go store. I agree to the terms and conditions. You can look at that. That can be user specific to you. We make sure we're still doing up some recordings here. All right, so damn, boom, look at that. Now they use MetaPay, but what we use is PayPal and Zettle, right? So this is it. This is what you do. Now, this is really what's important. When you go through this process, I want to make sure I'm not blasting your ears and stuff, everything. When you go through this process, you have to decide if you want full integration with your site. If you are adamant about folks completing the purchase price before order fulfillment, I can't help you with that. I think it's unnecessary. You can go through this process, and then when you hit MetaPay or PayPal, it's just going to take you to their site, and then the customer pays through a host of a million different ways, and that agreement with PayPal or that vendor just skims back to you, and they send a signal back to the site that the order is fulfilled. And so I was going to show you an order with Amy's Donuts, but I just want to show you the dashboard on something built a little bit more in depth. So the pottery. And so here we go. This is the pottery store, and you can change the colors. I want you to know, like over here, it's not important, but okay, look at, I'm just jumping all over the place right now, but you got your shipping settings. I set all this stuff myself because I want the program to do less. And so, for example, I know that all my shipping where I live is X amount of dollars. So it's $20 if it goes UPS, it's $11 if it goes priority mail. Any delivery, and people can make that decision on what it is. Now, priority mail can't ship more than 2 pounds or whatever the weight limit is. And then I come over here to my clothing store, and it's just really embroidery and stuff. Where's the pottery store? This is more expensive stuff, and I have, see how the UPS is right in there. Now, somebody may order and try to go for the lower shipping cost, and then when we go in here to what your ability is to actually integrate with the store, this is the same that you have on all the places that are 35 or 40%. I'm locked. The Pro Edition is that, and that's another thing. So like right now, how I have my payment set up, I want to go through that real quick because I know I'm jumping around, but the currency right now, when you order through me, all of my billing is done. I don't have any third-party integrations for the billing. I have COD, cash on delivery. So where is my COD? Payment. So there it is. Bill me later. I apologize. Okay. Do you guys see that? I'm going to check real quick. So you see that? So if you order any of products from my store right now, what happens is the whole order fulfillment runs in. So what do we mean by that? Let's come over to Easy Fritters and log in real quick so I can show you. Okay. Now, oh, I got to do some updates here. So why don't we just take care of some of these updates real quick? Boom. Let's get my updates relative to all my add-ons and my plugins. Let's do both of them. I still always liked using the 2017 theme because it works for me. Okay, it might not work for you. There's other ones, there's paid ones. You have to see how the integration works for you. What you want to do is not pay 35 to 45% anymore. So let's get this install update on my plugin. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to show you orders. So for like when an order comes in, you're notified and you can just operate this whole dashboard on your phone. But these are things. So like this guy paid, he already picked it up. So I think I'm gonna let's just change his order status, and he picked it up. So order picked up, and bam, we just sent him an email. The same thing that the third party sites that are charging you 35, 45, 50%. You now can do this yourself, or you can pay me or someone like me. I'm $100. Maybe you can find somebody cheaper, but I'm going to give you all of it's your stuff, it's your product, it's your dashboard. But so these are what the orders look. And so, you know, when a new order comes in, you can let's go see what the order looks like. We can go print receipt. There it is. That's how it looks. That's how it comes in your email. Okay. So the store is vast, but let's go over to the payments. Okay. So with the free edition, I have it as bill later because I have PayPal and Zettle and I have tablets. So when people order and it's getting shipped or whatever, I'll send them an invoice through PayPal, or if they come here, they'll actually give me the credit card, they'll swipe it, and I have credit card services through PayPal. Now, right now, if you activate that through this program, the software will take 2% of your order. So to me, I don't really need live order fulfillment on any of my products. If we come back over here to the WordPress, the WP Easy Cart, and we come back over to the settings and we go to the payment, you're going to see the same way. So to me, it's about the integration. I don't want to deal with the credit card and all that. Here, if I unclick this and I hit PayPal, I can have the same integration that this store has, right? When you're done filling out all your information, your customer, they hit it. But if your customer already has MetaPay or PayPal, they can just hit it and it autofills. It pays for everything and then it dumps to your account. Now, if you're a brand new credit card processor, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 days before your limits are lifted. Okay, no one's going to just allow you to charge everybody $10,000, shut your business down, and run away and have no accountability. You have to grow and show people that you're going to have a process where the purchase is legitimate, you have the delivery, and the customer's happy. And the customer doesn't have to be happy one way or another. But that's when you play for the big sites, is because they're bundling you all that and they're accounting for that risk. But if you just go set up your own PayPal account, and one of the things that I really like about this program is when we're talking about payments and all the things that you can do here, you can get 30 different gateways. Look at this. So if you already have a store, a local store where you are, you can use all these vendors to set up. I mean, it's nonsensical. It's huge. So you already see, there it is. The free edition, you're paying Easy Cart 2% per transaction fees. So if you use any of these vendors, right, and you add it, look at they're all there. You're paying the same amount of money on the platform that you're giving the platform 30% for. I know there's a guy, John the Potter, he hosted a whole video on what could you do, and I tried to throw some information on his website to help him here. This is how you do it. I have never had one of my stores, and to each his own on what the dollar value is. I don't want to put a dollar value on how much traffic. Your traffic is relative to how many people are on the site at the same time. So if you have 100 people ordering right at the same moment, then your bandwidth is going to jump up a little bit, and your bill is going to go from $2 to $3 or $5, to 10 or 15. But you're paying for bandwidth, and then you're just paying for the credit card services relative to your customer charging for your product. So the credit card fees plus your bandwidth, 5%, you just got by taking your own online store. Now, let's see, is Amy's Ice secure, folks? Is Amy's Ice secure right now? Amy's Ice secure. And what do we have? Look at, there it is. Connection is secure. Do you see that, folks? Right, let's look at it. Page information. Oh, I can't click both at the same time. I hope you see it. Connection is secure, folks. See, that's what certification means. It just means that there's a secure connection between the interchange of data. It doesn't mean that your company's not thieves, or that you're not crooks, or that you're just not running credit card scams. It means nothing. But you need it, or else Google won't map out your website. And that's it, folks. Now, I need to just build this base, and what I'll do at the end of the day is just like Rob the accountant, okay? I'm gonna come to my site and I'll cross-link all my other sites with other people. And what I mean by that is these links are on this site on a static IP, and the Donuts is on its own site with a static IP, right? And the Pottery is on its own domain with its own static IP. So if I have all of my inner sites interlinked with that, then as Google crawls, they see all those sites, and there's nothing Google can do about it because I have a static IP, which is an independent number, exclusive. You can't, there's a static IP because it's not rolling, so hence static IP. So anyone who's telling you that WordPress is terrible, that you shouldn't use it, just, come to my sites, look at, bam, link back to right there on the YouTube channel, and we've got some, there it is. Takes a minute, I'm sorry. I have a terrible computer here, I guess. And there he is. Oops. We don't want to do that. You don't want to hear that. So that's just it. It's that simple, folks. Save yourself the money. Build your own website. It takes moments. I will, in terms of what we charge, I give you the site like this. This is how you get the site from me. $100. You got to pay for it. We send you an agreement. I won't turn it over to you until it's paid for, which will go through invoice, but it'll be yours with no limitations. Set up the domains. You could buy the domain. Also, we love Fastmail, fastmail.com. And you just, if you have 20 items in your store, that's all, you're fine.
And then one other thing I wanted to show you is that when you come over to the store, one of the things that I think is amazing, and you come to your products, right? And maybe I should just go to the products to do it. I know I'm jumping all over here, folks, but look at this. Look at all these features you get. You can do your image flip. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that professional stuff. You can do, look at that. Boom. Crossfade. I like image shrink. How about image grow? Great color. Oh, wow. Right? And there's so much support and help. You know, there's so much help and support. When you come over here, there's so many, you know, I had one problem one time, and within 3 hours they had a support ticket open. And the only reason I haven't paid for it is because it's just not, you don't need the $89 one either, because all these extensions, maybe you need them. I don't know. Some of it's a little overkill, but I know there's some web developers out there and some platform people. But what we have to really do is we have to stop saying WordPress is bad, and we have to look at the fact that this website right now, as a store, getting orders, taking orders, 2 stores, taking orders, it's costing me nothing. So if you want to kick the 30%, you know, watch this video again, go through the things, and if you really don't want to do it, you know, send me an email, askrobtheaccountant.com, and I'll move that email communication over to my company's email, and you'll get an agreement on the terms of our services, what we're going to do, what your domain is if you haven't already purchased it, and we'll bring your website online. And you can send me emails once you have it, and I'll answer your emails for a few days. But I promise you, after you work with it for a couple days, if you've been dealing with all the other sites where you're paying 35 to 40%, then this will be a breeze for you. So thanks for watching. I'm Rob the Accountant, and I hope this helps you out. Have a great day.